permission of Honorable Vice Chancellor, ma'am, Honorable Group Vice Chancellor. So I'm just starting with the proceedings, ma'am. So friends, we have started with Diksha Arambh this semester. And now this is the time to say Dikshant also for the batches which have cleared their examination, which they have cleared their degrees. So this meeting is for convocation. Unfortunately, I have seen all the convocations happened in MIT so far. We have evolved, we have put in so many changes over the years. 2020 was the toughest time when, despite of all the odds, we could complete an online convocation where number of universities were struggling even to conduct their examination. And that number of students who appeared in that convocation in 2020 was more than 20,000 plus. This year also we have planned convocation. Last year when the convocation was happening, there were some incidences where the top management, the Vice Chancellor, everyone was forced to think that we should be now bringing some changes in this convocation system. During these last few months, we have discussed, debated, and finally today, Vice Chancellor ma'am is going to tell you about the changes which we are proposing for the convocation, for which we have blocked the dates from 7 to 9 December. So I am not taking much of the time. I will be requesting now the Vice Chancellor ma'am to tell you about the proposed structure of the 19th convocation for the class of 2023 in the block dates 7 to 9 December. Ma'am.
Thank you, Sanjeev. Very good afternoon to all the esteemed colleagues. Normally, every year we give in a block academic calendar the date of convocation, but this time the date of convocation was not announced in the block academic calendar. And if all of you remember, Honorable Chancellor's a very lengthy email came after the convocation and mentioning about the various gaps, what were there, how this convocation to be improved substantially. We had the brainstorming sessions last year, took the inputs from many of you, and then we had the smaller meetings. And finally, we have proposed the convocation, and the proposal has gone to Honorable Chancellor, that the main convocation, because we have always convocation in morning half, that which we call as the main convocation, and the second half as a degree distribution ceremony. So the first half is the responsibility of the university, and the second part is the responsibility of the HOIs, and centrally the venues are allocated. So this year what we have proposed, we propose that we will have only one main convocation. And in that main convocation, we will be inviting the students, only the select students, the PhD scholars, and the awardees. Whether there's the best all-round trophy or the Baljeet Shastriji Award, gold, silver, bronze, but that still has to be what numbers we have calculated so far. Those are 984 awardees are there for the gold, silver, bronze, best all-round, and Baljeet Shastriji. We have to take out the Tashkent campus because they don't come here, and Dubai campus, they also don't come here. So that means we have the India campuses, and so exact numbers we will see once the final calculation is done by the COE's office. So 984 if we take as on date, these and plus 300, we are assuming around 300 PhD scholars will be there. So around 1200 plus we will have that, and their family members and those will be there. So if we could calculate, that comes to around 2000. But I think we need to see that to make that convocation really a grand convocation. So maybe we'll see that who all we invite, which other students we invite, all kind of thing will be calculated. I'll take feedback from all of you, also suggestion. But there are certain preparations have to be done. So the dates which we have proposed is between 7 to 9 December, any one date for the main convocation. So most likely it is going to be 8th, but still that discussion is being. Now we have proposed 8th, it's being Friday, and so that the Saturday we can do the one of the institutions convocation. Another thing which we have proposed that degree distribution will be at the campus level, as we already are having for the Dubai and the Tashkent campus. So we like to do the same for the Lucknow campus and the Greater Noida campus, that they can do their degree distribution depending upon the number of students. They may do for all the students in one day, or they may do in the 2 days. Depends on the venue as well as the number of students. And in Noida, we have planned that will be again for AGBS campuses. Either they will do their convocation or the next day after the main convocation, or we will do in the respective campuses. Those things are being still discussed. The final decision has not yet been taken. So far we have about 14,305 recipients of the degree, and this number will be increased because the special moderation is going on at the moment. Also, the supplementary examinations of ADDOE are still in progress. The results copies are being evaluated. So I think looking at this, around 18,000 or so the numbers will come to the final, and we have to send the list of all the recipients of degree to the UP State Higher Education Council at least 1 month before the convocation. That means by 30th of October we must send our list, and if we are having in the first week or the second week of December the convocation. So Noida alone we have around 904.59, and Lucknow we have 1,363, Greater Noida 290, Flexi Mode, which is the AGBS, more than 1,000. ADDOE at the moment is very small number, 1,374, but this number will go to around 4,000 or so. That's the kind of numbers we will get ultimately. And PAD at the moment are 116, but as the ODCs are happening and the URC meeting have to happen, and these numbers are likely to come to somewhere around 300. And though Dr. Rai has been pushing that how we can have the 1,000 numbers, that again I will speak to all of you. What is the stage of the thesis submission at the COE's office, as well as at your level? How many theses are going to be likely to be submitted in next 10 days or so, so that we can send the thesis to the external examiner at the earliest, and if you can have the thesis evaluated by mid of November and all, so we can have the ODCs and the URC by end of November. So that's, we all have to work very hard towards that how we can take out the maximum number of PhD, because these have the direct bearing on the ranking and the accreditation of your university. And if we look at the awards, if you look at the 984 awards, so those numbers are also, we have the gold at 265, silver 274, bronze 153. The merit base, that's the 200, and then BAT 65, and the corporate award are the 27. That comes to 984. So we have to yet to decide. We have to work out how much time it will take to give the awards to 984. So the students who will be coming for this main convocation at the awardees, their degree will be given on the same day. So they will not come for the degree distribution ceremony. Then later on, when their programs or institutions degree distribution ceremony will happen, they will get their degree on the main convocation, and their guests will come. The corporate award that 50,000 plus will be given in the main convocation. If the awards are less than 50,000, those will go to the degree distribution ceremony. Uh, you may be wondering that because we have so many honorary doctors, so what will happen to the honorary doctor? A will be inviting in the main convocation as normal practice. When we are having the degree distribution ceremony, there will be slightly now the format of degree distribution. Initial part will change in case we are having any honorary doctorate on those days when we have the degree distribution ceremonies are going on. So what we will be doing will make a format of what we have of special convocation. We will make that as a part of the degree distribution. So first we will have the honorary doctorate presentation, and after that the degree distribution ceremony will happen. So whatever the addresses happen in the special convocations, those addresses will take place, and after that you will have the degree distribution. Those guidelines and the schedule will come to all of you accordingly. So we have planned that the degree distribution will be from 9th to 14th December. So we are going to, once we get the approval from the chancellor with respect to the date of main convocation, accordingly either it will be from 9 to 14th or it will be from 11 to 15th. So that's the change in the date may come. And accordingly we have already planned the venues for the 5 days from 9 to 14th or 11 to 15th venues we have planned. We are not going to use the main ground for the degree distribution ceremony. All the degree distribution ceremony will be happening whichever the venues we have available on the campus. So very few cases we are clubbing the institution. In majority of the cases, each institution is having their own dedicated venue. The two institutions are there where the number of students are very large. There we are dividing those institutions into two parts. For example, Asset will have the two venues, and as well as the Amity Law School will have the two venues because they have the 1,000 plus students, and then because in the undergraduate the large number of parents also come. In postgraduate that many parents don't come, but in the undergraduate programs the parents also come for the convocation. So we will see also that what kind of the confirmation comes ultimately from the graduates, and then we can have the relook at the venues again, and if there's any change have to be made in the venue, we will make the venue. So another thing which we have, Dr. Pradeep Joshi has been working on the dress code, as well as our existing vendor has also suggested a certain dress code, because UGC has long time back have given the directives. The convocation dress code has to be different than we have been following the British system of dress code, the gown and the cap. So Angavastra has been proposed by Dr. Pradeep Joshi as well as by our existing vendor. Again, that is being sent to Honorable Chancellor. Once that is approved, that will also be communicated. And what we are planning that now, since if we are going by the new dress code and not having the gown, if the Angavastra is there, the Angavastra will be, the student will pay the registration fee, and Angavastra will be given as a part of their registration, and which they will carry with them. They don't have to return back to the university, and that will be in a way a souvenir kind of thing for them for forever. Though we are at the moment, we have mentioned about 1100 um, for the dress for the Angvastra, but it may change depending upon the what exactly the cost the vendor is going to give us. The whatever the style is approved by the honorable chancellor. So these Angvastra will be of the different colors. The UG separate color, the PG separate color, and the doctoral program will be the separate color. And the diploma, we also have the diplomas. So diploma and the certificates will have the different color. And the various roles and responsibilities, this I will request if COE.
Yes, ma'am.
If you will be able to quickly elaborate on the roles and responsibilities. I just want to say that because we have the examination of the senior students will be going on, we want to keep that period of November light for all of you. So majority of the work we would like to complete in October itself, and there are certain things which can be done during the examination also. So therefore, my only one request to all of you is that please don't make people to follow up. We should understand the responsibility, and we should, whoever is our team member from the institutions working, please ensure they complete the task on time. And the teams which are working at the in the registrar's office, dean academics office, dean SAR's office, and COE's office, and whatever the meetings have to be done, whichever are given in this schedule, please ensure those meetings happen on the same day, and the whatever preparation HOIs have to do, they please do the preparation beforehand. Last time I know the ESCO faced quite a COE and ESCO faced a lot of difficulty when it came to the making the online provision for the convocation, because we have the convocation in the hybrid mode. Some will be physically present here. Many will be present online on the main convocation, and therefore we must ensure that our convocation portal is fully ready. And the last time the challenge was the degrees were not uploaded on time, and we should, Dr. Jolly Joes, you must see that all those degrees are uploaded on time. So the coordination, you must understand what exactly the system of uploading the degrees online. COE has already prepared the process, because last time it took some time to understand what exactly the process. So please, my request to you is please understand the process, and we can have the meeting with Senthil this week itself, so that whatever the system he need to prepare or before that, that is ready. And as soon as we get to know the date, because degrees cannot be printed till we know the date of the convocation. So as soon as we get the approval of the date of convocation, immediately the degrees will start printing, and as well as the Mr. Rajput will be able to give the PDF of the degrees, because that's what you need. And then once you have, then you have to arrange them in a particular order, and so a lot of work has to be done, where even the team from Dr. Joshi's team will also get involved in that, and some other people also. So therefore, this team I want to activate right from the beginning. So the last minute, the pressure should not come on anybody. We should be well prepared, and we just wait then for the day of the great day of for all of us, for our students, for their parents, and we be relaxed, and conduct our examination also stress free. So over to you, COE.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Where the registrar? I could not see the
Kapoor sir.
कपूर साहब कहाँ हैं? ये आप तो सिग्नेचरी हैं, डिग्री के ऊपर आइए जी.
Good afternoon, all the dignitaries on the dais.
1 second.
Yes.
Like to say something before he goes.
Thank you. I think that this is good suggestion that this time we are doing convocation at a very grand scale, and we are giving thought at how to bring discipline into the system. But there are few observations maybe that you can keep in mind while we are organizing. I think the total number of graduates are 14,305, out of which 984 are awardees. Right, which means that we have to make arrangement for 13,321 at the various venues, which are in the various places. To my knowledge, we have got 5 venues.
More venues are there, sir.
Okay.
I will share the list. Right now.
So maybe that we can look at it.
So,
and also, are we allowing parents also to come? Because I think it's always a dream of a parent to attend the convocation. So if we look at 984 on the main platform, 13,313 students. If you take on an average one parent also, so equal number of parents will be coming. So somewhere about 27,000 people we need to cater to. So that is the only observation we need to look at, that how we are going to do that, so that it should not be chaos. So these are the only 2 observations which I thought that maybe that I should bring to your point. That in case we are organizing it and we are keeping the venues, we need to look at that how we are going to welcome the parents. Also, we are keeping now Angvastra as a change in the dress code. So for boys, if it is a pajama kurta, and for the girls, if it is salwar kameez, and we are taking 1100, we need to look at that how we will be supplying to these goods to them, and what about their sizes. So, for example, if someone is coming in, do we have their size, or it will be a free size we will be offering to everyone? So these are some very technical points we need to give it, because let's say that if someone is coming in, I'm sure that we may have taken this into account. Yes. But these are 3-4 things. 1, that how we'll be distributing. 2, about the sizes of the students. 3, about the parents and the grandparents. Total strength which we have, I think that we need to keep in mind.
Sir, if you permit, can I? Sir, Sujit, if you can just show the first slide where we have given the distribution. Sir, out of 13,000 remaining students, Lucknow students degree distribution will be at Lucknow. Greater Noida will be at Greater Noida. ADTO will be a separate block. And the dress code which you have spoken about, we will be only providing with Angvastra, not the kurta pajama and other things. No. We will only, that is only Angvastra. They can get that space. But mainly, sir, Angvastras.
may I start, ma'am?
Yes, please.
Thank you, ma'am. The roles and responsibilities related to the convocation activities. The first one is the uploading of the content on the portal of www.mit.edu/convocation, and we are ready with the content, ma'am. But first, we have to finalize the date. Without date, the content cannot be uploaded on the portal, and this online system for sending emails reminders, that will be done, ma'am. Sending list of qualified student by COE, HY, we are already sending it, and till date we have received the verification for this 14,305 graduates. Availability of the list of qualified students on Amazon for the finance, and this is again connected with the date of the convocation. So as and when the date will be finalized, the data will be uploaded on the online. Next, the sending the list of students whose outstanding dues are still pending by the finance department. As and when the data will be uploaded by the examination department, the finance department will start sending this outstanding dues list. The final list of qualified students from the results after incorporating the supplementary examination results and the received from the examination department, and take the following action that the verifying this. It is the maximum time we have given the 10th of October, and we are trying to finish it the updation of all the result by 10th of this October only. The HODs will forward the verified list to the COE. As I already shared, we have already received the 14,305 and rest are under process. Final list of qualified is after incorporating the finance to the registrar and the AKC data system. This responsibility is with the COE and it will be sent by 20th of the October. The vendor finalization for printing of certificate for value addition courses, accreditation certificate, learning and of attainment certificate, it is with the registrar, sir, and the deadline is 5th, which need revision. It will be revised. The invitation letter for information, the member of the statutory bodies, members of the URC, senior members, RBI, PKC group, it is will be sent by the VC office. Finalization of convocation ceremonial attire, booking of the convocation ceremonial attire tentative, and this responsibility is with Professor Dr. Pradeep Joshi sir and registrar sir. Sir, inform convocation attire vendor supplier. It is already under process. Printing of degree diplomas, we are waiting for the final date. As and when we will receive the date, it will send to the confidential printer for printing of the same. Placing final order of the degree diploma folders, again it is already placed. Corporate awards, the HOA and the corporate relation department to tie up with the leading industry NGO, and it is to be done by the 12th of October. Next, the finalization of name of graduates for award of medals for each program as per norms and to be forwarded to the registrar of the HOI by the COE. The list we have received and we will share shortly with the office of the registrar. The final verified list of the toppers, from out of which the registrar office will decide about the medals to be awarded. HOI will send the list of students who are getting following awards to Dean Shaw / Registrar Sri Balji Shastriji Award for Best Human Values of medals and awards / Salver, Best All Round awards, trophy and industry award, if any. The placing of orders for the medal, salvers, trophies, the chairperson examination committee and the dean FMS along with the registrar, it is to be placed by 13th of October. Coordination with the supplier and the date of delivery of the medals awards by the supplier, it is by maximum 10th of November. They inform all the students qualified for award of degree and inviting them for the convocation as per the letter format issued by the university, is by the first by the registrar, then by the head of institution, and as and when the date will be decided, we will start sending it. Confirmation from HOD to the registrar that the letter to the all qualified student along with the invitation for parents have been sent by 27th of October. Placing of order for the convocation batches, Mr. Manoj Kumar, this responsibility is with Mr. Manoj Kumar Sharma, Assistant Director in the Academics Department. Printing of invitation card with the registrar sir and Ms. Ritu Bhatnagar. Army band booking 9 AM to 1 PM. It is as per the morning shift, but this may change. It is with the Colonel Prakash Bhatt, /OSTHR. Receipt of the printing degree, diplomas, validation certificate, and the program accreditation certificate. The responsibility is with the HOI, COE, and the HOIs of the value addition courses like foreign language. Inderveer sir is here. For behavioral science and communication skills, the respective HOI will be responsible, and they are to be done by maximum 3rd of November. It is the maximum date, but as ma'am has directed, all activities are to be completed before 38th of October. Verification of the degree, diplomas and signing on the back of the HOI and their representative. Again, it is the responsibility of the head of concerned institution in coordination with the office of the controller of examination. The convening the meeting by the registrar / COE of the concerned institution to finalize the program schedule and arrangement of the convocation, including Lucknow, Greater Noida, IDDOE, and institution with flexi mode. Again, Mr. Manoj Kumar Sharma. He will organize the meeting. Details briefing by the Honorable Vice Chancellor for all concerned HOI, HOD whose students are getting degree diplomas. Registrar sir will organize it, and it is proposed to be conducted on 20th of November. Issue of the detailed program schedule by the OSDHR and the Vice Chancellor. The follow-up for the confirmation of the graduates about their participation in the convocation, online, offline, by the HOI, HODs. It is the responsibility of them only, and it will be done online. Last day for the registration on convocation portal by the graduates. It is proposed by 15th of November. The format of the ID slips and draft instruction sheets, including do's, don'ts, same to be put on Amazon. It is responsibility is with the Mr. Manoj Kumar Sharma. Convocation information booklet printing, it is with Dr. R.S. Rai sir, registrar sir, and the controller of examination. After getting the draft approval by the Honorable Vice Chancellor. Receipt of trophies, medal, awards from the vendor, verification of trophies, receipt and arrangement of the distribution of trophies and medals, awards. This is again the responsibility will be with the chairperson examination committee, registrar sir, HOIs, director admission and team. The preparation for arrangement of the issue and return of the convocation ceremonial attire. But I think this time it will not be applicable because it is proposed that the attire which will be issued, which will be non-returnable. List of guests accompanying the students who are attending convocation degree distribution ceremony to be assessed to the OSDHR sir. The link will be required to be shared with the OSDHR sir for getting the details. Finalizing the hospitality menu for the approval of the Vice Chancellor and Dean Sir, OSDHR, Dean HNT, and Senior Director Admin. Finalizing the menu for the hospitality day-wise for DDC. It is with the Dean HNT and OSDHR. Backdrop venue wise, media department, press release and advertisement with the Vice President Media Department. Management of main convocation venue, it is with the OSDHR. Management of degree distribution venues of the respective days, and all arrangements must be completed a day before the convocation. Finalizing the modalities for the online convocation, main convocation, and all these things. The chairman examination committee, registrar Colonel R.K. Dargan, J.S. Sodhi sir, and mentor ASCO Sajnani sir. Arrangement of overall convocation function, the stage arrangement, convocation, hospitality, enclosure, registration area, photography area. It is with responsibility will be like this. The stage arrangement with the OSDHR and Senior Director Admin. Convocation and enclosure seating arrangement is also with the OSDHR and Senior Director Admin. Hospitality and enclosure will be Dean HNT and Senior Director Admin. Registration areas, Director AIT, Mr. Senthil Kumar and Dr. J.S. Odisha. Photography area, Vice President Media Department, Advisor ASCO. Setting up the registration counter, computers and network connection, J.S. Sir, Mr. Senthil Kumar. It is for the main convocation as well as the DDC. For the DDC backdrop, OSDHR and Media Department, signages, overall cleanness of the flags, etc. Marking of routes, the Senior Director Admin, arrangement of the portable toilets for SDHR, flowers, decoration, flower sports, etc. Will be with the Senior Director Admin. Help desk will be manned by the Senior Director Admin and QAE. The PA system will be with the OSDHR, Advisor ASCO and JSOD, Dr. JSOD. Distribution of convocation batches for recipient, faculty and organization, Mr. Manoj Kumar Sharma, Assistant Director Academics. Electricity and power supply arrangement will be with the Director Maintenance. And the reception of the VIP name will be communicated separately on the day, one day before, on the days of the convocation or one day before of the convocation. Faculty escort for receipt of the honorary doctor name will be again communicated separately. Arrangement for security, traffic, parking, OSDHR and Director Security. Vigilance will be with Mr. Hukum Singh. Photos and videos, Advisor and Mentor ASCO. Hospitality, tea, high tea, lunch, for the graduates, their gates, faculty, and organizers will be with the OSDHR, Dean Hospitality and Tourism, Senior Director Admin. Seating arrangement, it is right now written as morning shift, but it may change. Main ground on the stage, Convocation Hall will be with the OSDHR and Senior Director Admin. Conduct of the convocation, like MCs, head of AISR and head AICC, Saraswati Bandana, and lighting of the lamp with the Director Girls Hostel. Presentation of honorary doctorate, Vice Chancellor. Presentation of doctoral degree, Chairperson URC. Presentation of degree diplomas for postgraduate and undergraduate, Chairperson Examination Committee. Presentation of awards, medals, and trophy. Dean saw handing over the awards on the stage. Director Admission, forming of the academic procession, OSDHR and Registrar. National Anthem, Director Girls Hostel, Media and PR, Vice President Media. The maintenance of discipline decorum in the convocation hall, DSW, Proctor's team, discipline team nominated by the head of institution. Maintenance of the discipline decorum at the degree distribution venues. Again, the discipline team nominated by the HOI, supervised by DSW. And alumni confirmation, Deputy Director Alumni. And this degree distribution ceremony, as ma'am has says, already shared, that it is proposed to be between 9th to 14th of December 2023 at the respective campuses, and these are the tentative venue allocation for the degree distribution day wise, as we have planned to for the degree distribution in 5 days from 9 to 14, and like this.
So friends, the COE has shown you the list of all the possibilities, all the possible requirements. He has given you a big list. There are a number of things which are repetitive in nature, but I am very sure that this time this convocation would be totally into a new format, and there are a number of gaps which we have to fill up. The broad line structure we have all given to you. So one thing is for sure, that this is going to be 1 day convocation, main ceremony, followed by degree distribution spread over 5 days. Days can be 9 to 14 or 11 to 15, as Vice Chancellor Ma'am has already told you about. The timing of convocation will be also a change. There will be a lot of relief also, a lot of changes also, as there is no gown distribution. So Angavastra students have to carry with them. So there is no gown return. There is no late coming problem. There are some number of things which are being discussed and debated. But certain things where we are awaiting some approvals also. So once all those things are completed, then we will be in a position to give you the complete structure, the exact date, and follow-ups also. These are the tentative venue allocations which COE has shown you. These are again tentative. Our try is that, like during these 5 days spread, we would be asking the institution, we would be clubbing the institution as per their strength and as per the confirmation of the student receipt. So, ma'am, if you permit, then we can request them for their suggestions, or these are the tentative venue allocations.
See, the venue allocation we will do the day we freeze the registration of the student for the convocation, that how many graduates are coming and how many parents are coming. Accordingly, we'll do the venue allocation, final venue allocation. At the moment, this is the tentative based on the how many graduates we have, and we have seen in past 100% graduates never come for the convocation. And when we'll take the total of the graduates and their parents, that comes to the what is the total number of students otherwise graduating, because around 60% of the students come for the convocation. There are around 30% or 40% of the students' parents come for the convocation. So ultimately, the total number comes to the close to the number of students who are graduating from the university. So keeping that past trend, we have allocated number. We will see the actual number based on the registration. Maybe that this time we may see the more parents coming than the previous years, because previous years was that parents have to come right in the morning from 8:30. be here till 5 o'clock, and this was too much. Means you are leaving the job for full day. So in this case, because the convocation will be happening, for a half a day in the second half, so maybe the parents will more parents come, especially the local students. Because for outside, whether it was full day or a half day, is the going the same time. The full day they will be depending upon the flight timing, train timing. So many things are there. They will not be coming on two different flights or the two different trains to attend the convocation of their ward. So let's see what response comes. Accordingly, the final venue allocation will be communicated. So that means the tent outside will be only for 1 day event, and thereafter we will not have the different degree distribution venues as we used to have earlier. So those venues will not be there. Secondly, that keeping this mind, because when your students are coming for a particular day, you can have your classes called off, because which we have been doing. It's in the past practice, and it will be easily manageable. At the different locations, the discipline matter, which issues which used to happen in the main convocation ground, those will not happen. The hospitality part we will discuss with the senior director admin and Kochaji. Kochaji, I think he's online. Kochaji, are you there? देखो वहां से सुजीत, can you?
देखो इधर
Yeah.
इसमें देखो.
So those issues which will be, I think many of the issues which were coming last time, the hospitality was one of the issues, the student discipline was another issue. Now, we will have a separate meeting with all of you, please. But my request to all of you, please give the suggestion how we can ensure the 100% discipline at the time of the reporting on the campus and at the time of the degree distribution. How we can have that pin drop silence when the addresses are going on, as well as when the degrees are. The clapping should happen, because that's the most important. The clapping should happen, but the movement of the student should be in a manner that only they are lining up to collect their degree and then going back at their respective seat. And that's why when we are allocating the venue, we have tried to let it be the for each institution separate venue. There are very few institutions where we have done the clubbing, and that clubbing also we have done with some logic. Like we cannot have Dr. Pradeep Joshi at the 3 venues because he is the head of the 3 institutions. So we have clubbed all 3 institutions at one place. But then we have a compulsion in some institution to split into 2 venues. But then again, we will see maybe that we will keep the 1 venue depending upon the how many confirmations we have, and by putting the additional seats, if we can accommodate in 1 venue. But each institution, my request to every HH, please look at that. How would you ensure that you have the proper discipline at your venue? Another thing which we have heard the last time, the parents are not taken care of. And please remember, this is the last time that the parents are coming to the campus. The first time they may have gone at the time of admission. Many of the parents may not have come for the admission, because now the admissions are happening the online through the video, assessing the video and all. Maybe the parents are coming the first time and the last time to this campus. And also these students, they have studied with us for 1 year the LLM, 2 years the master's program, others 3 year or 4 year, the 5 years the BARC program and the integrated program. After that, some may be with us for their higher education, or majority will be elsewhere. So how we can give the experience to our students that they go with the very sweet memories of the campus. And because If they have any bitter feeling, they will remember for life. I remember because when we sent email to the alumni for the achievements of the university, and some of the alumni or some of the parents, they do write back that I was not placed or my word was not placed. Don't send the email. So please ensure before convocation, every single student's progression is achieved. So I would request Dean Academic and Director RPSS, please look into every single student's progression, because we must have and the supplementary exams results are being declared now, so that if any student have not placed, make your efforts, because we should not be hearing this thing. They were our alumni, they are our student first for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. It's our responsibility to help them, guide them, support them. And at this moment, when you are having the campus placement of your current passing out batch in 2024, you can speak to those companies ki we have some students of the previous batch, would you like to consider? And please ensure that all students are placed. Very, very important. Apart from this, now for the back to the convocation, I request your suggestions as we are changing the format, that it will be single day um, the convocation where only the achievers, medaliers, or the doctoral students will be coming and receiving those medals um, on the stage, whereas the rest of the students will come on different dates to receive their degrees in person at different venues. In case you would like to invite some chief guests, please give the names of those chief guests who you would like to invite. Only after approval from Honorable Founder President, Honorable Chancellor, you will send the invitation, and that also we decided who will be sending the invitation, and so please send your names, whoever you want to, by end of this week, by Friday, send the who you would identify the people, but do not talk to anybody till the go ahead is given to you. Secondly, the honorary doctorate. As you know that we give the honorary doctorate, so if you have some high profile, very useful, and you have the connect and who can be useful for your institution, who can be useful for your university, or useful to your domain for research, innovation, skill development, or something, and you have the a list of the past honorary doctorate recipients, you can see that what profile MIT looks for the honorary doctorate. So you can send the recommendations, and then we can compile the list and send to Honorable Chancellor and Founder President. Once those are approved, then the letter will be sent. Because if beforehand, if you speak to them, then the issue comes, that you spoke to me, and I confirmed that now I have not got the letter or those things. So please don't speak. Do the research about the person, look at the profile, look at the past profiles of the honorary doctorate, and accordingly, send the nominations. And now the suggestion from all of you, or you have any queries? If in case we are not able to answer something, that will give for us to consider and look at how to respond to that. माइक लेके जाओगे, 2-3 लोग रखो, 2 माइक तो होने चाहिए, एक और माइक लेके जाओ.
और कोई है माइक? Tell your name and institution also.
Good evening, sir. This is Bhuvan Mitra from ASAP department. Ma'am, can you please update about the faculty gowns? Because
I said, that once we change the dress code will see that maybe will change for everybody, and that will update you well in advance. Okay.
thank you, ma'am.
Because if we do not keep the gowns and we go for the Angvastra, that means the one of the responsibility, which is a very heavy responsibility on the institution, to collect the gowns from the vendor, then distribute to the institution, then collect back from the institution and give back to the vendor. And I remember those institutions used to be here on the campus till 9 o'clock or something, and some faculty used to take the gowns home, and counting used to be an issue with those institutions. So in case we are going for the Anguvastra and not for the gowns, I think this one responsibility will be very big, challenging responsibility that will be over.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, Dr. Savita. Dr. Savita, you will be having your booth for 5 days, 6 days.
This we are not having this regular convocation in the morning. Do we need to set up the booth then? The instant photography booth.
Huh?
We used to do it every year.
No, we will be doing for the degree distribution,
That is.
and we'll put up the stage. We'll give which will be the central location, or maybe the multiple location we'll look at where we can put those booths. Yes, morning convocation is only for 1 day.
Yeah, but it's going to be very, very expensive if we put it in different locations because the instant photography. Last year also for 3 days total we just did 500 photographs.
That's
and it's not economical.
So let's look at. We will discuss separately and see and whether we should have the still photography or not, or maybe.
No, I'm talking of instant photography.
Yeah, instant photography. So we will discuss, and maybe we'll have only one booth at one central location. We can see wherever we can, in one room we can put that. But that we will discuss and communicate to all.
Yeah, we'll have to separate
concerned and the students also accordingly.
Yes.
This is what is the charges we had the last time?
For the instant photography, we take 200 rupees from the student, and we provide the photograph there and then along with the frame. But the total photographs taken is about 500 for collectively for 3 days.
Very little.
Yes, that's very little. So even if we set it on a center, see, last time we used to put it just near the gown area where they used to give away the gowns and then come for the photography. But now, since we are not giving gowns, there'll be no place when everybody will be collecting together. So even if you put it up on a central place, it won't work because people will not walk it all the way to come for photography.
No, we will brainstorm on this separately and then see.
I think the best way is that we can register students well in advance. Let's say that you keep 500 rupees as a token amount. If any student wants to have a photograph, we can register them well in advance. So you have the money, you have the registration, you have the confirmation. And depending upon that, how many students are opting, we can keep it even in all the venues. Normally in the convocation, every student would like to have a photograph. But many times we have not been able to communicate. So if we have not been able to communicate, maybe students will not come. So I think 3 things are essential. One is involvement of the students, how we are communicating to the students, and how much enthusiasm is there in them. So if we send the communication well in advance and we have got a data, it will work.
I think it's going in everywhere. Every year it's going in the letters only. There is a provision for instant photography.
Because what the suggestion is that we ask the student to register in advance for the photography, and we will give a token to that student. That student can show the token ki okay, I have registered, I have paid, I need the photograph. Okay. So you will know whether the 500 have registered for 5 days or the 1000 have registered for 5 days, or which day are, how many are there, accordingly you can, because then later on we can give in the guideline the still photography will take place from so and so time to so and so time at so and so location. Okay, and you can contact so and so, so we can give the 2-3 numbers in that.
In fact, most of the venues, 70% of the venues are I and F block. Somewhere in the center, we can have that still photography, and somewhere in the I block, that two will be good enough. I also want to know one thing: are we planning for some high tea for the people who are coming every day?
Yeah, there will be high tea or something. Those we will first let's decide the exact time from what time to what time. Then accordingly, high tea the morning, the first on arrival the high tea, and the evening the tea or high tea for the lunch that will be there. But we specifically we have not put here. We said we will have a discussion once we decide the timing. Everything will revolve around the timing. Whether it is the high tea or whether it is lunch or it is the tea, cookies, and
I think that is most important, because we need to see that how we are welcoming people and what kind of impression they are taking in. So lunch, high tea, how we are welcoming the guests, and how we are convening the convocation is very important. Because now this will be held in 6 different venues. So who's convening, who's the master of ceremony, how it is being convened, how much passion is there, how a person is speaking.
10 or 10, 11.
No, it's only the venue. The main convocation is in the main hall. Otherwise, the degree distribution is in the 6 venues. So which means that there has to be total involvement of somewhere about 20,000 people. So how to make them feel welcomed, how to give them excellent hospitality, and how they should be able to take the depression. For example, one point was photography. It's a very important point. That if a student is coming in, then how it is going to be regulated. So the suggestion and the solution is that we can register them well in advance. Similarly, where they will be taking lunch, who's the caterer? Because I think that number of times in the last 4 or 5 years, we have seen that catering is always an issue. So maybe that we can decide well in advance that how it is going to happen. So with that we discuss later. Right, fine.
This is Jolly Yasko. Ma'am, the online certification is going to be the one day, or what is the general plan that you have thought of?
see, because once we put all the degrees online, that will be for all the students. Okay, and that will be day wise. Okay, the day one when we are having the main convocation, that will be only for those students who are awardees of gold, silver, bronze, trophy and all. Then subsequent day, if we have whichever the domain we have, for example, we have arts, humanities, social sciences. So you will have this sheet, the schedule. As per the schedule, those will be put. The system central will make the system, but and the PDF will be given to you from Mr. Rajput, and then you people have to only place that. So it will be for all, because it is a future record also for us.
It's a silly question. Angavastra is also for the faculty and everyone. It's only.
I said we have to take the decision, because first let's see first it has to be decided for the student. Once we have decided for the students, the rest of the people will accordingly be decided. Yes, any suggestions, questions? Examination department.
Sure.
Yes, Sujata.
It sounds very rhetorical. One, you said that the students who receive the students who receive the medals, they will get the degrees on the first day. And I understand logically it makes sense, because then they would not like to stay for 3-4 more days to get their degrees. Having said that, I think many students would like to receive the degrees along with their friends, along with the classmates on the degree distribution day. Can we give the option to the students that
No, cannot.
Because they might.
No, it cannot happen, because it cannot happen.
You cannot give it twice.
Because degree distribution happens in the second part. Okay, we cannot have the degree distribution in 2 parts. The day one along with the convocation, the day two. So it will look at the left out. So it has to be the degree distribution on different days.
No, I'm not on degree distribution. What I'm saying is the students who get the awards, the Baljit Shastri Award or the gold
They
medal,
would not like to come again.
if they want to, can we give the option to them that if they want to
No,
receive it?
because how we will make the arrangement when we are calling the 8 students in a row and we are saying, okay, you get your medal and you get your degree also. The other person we say, okay, no, you only get your medal, but your degree is not there.
I understand. I'm expecting these questions from the students. Definitely this question come up. That's why I thought I'll clarify it once.
Dr. Syada, we have, we were the only university where we were doing the convocation for 3 days, giving all the degrees. During these last 2 months, we have gone through all the convocations of, various universities. And most of the universities are actually doing it for a few hours only. And there also they are giving even not complete medals, only few select PhD degrees and few select medals only. So, as VC has said, this will not be possible to make the arrangements accordingly. And otherwise also we cannot do everything, yes.
Yeah, and any other point? So thank you very much. Yeah, Dr.
I think that in case still you have got any points or suggestions, because one, my request is that if the presentation can be sent to everyone. So maybe that we can go through the presentation, because while the presentation was on, maybe that many points we have not been able to register. So if the presentation is in front of you and still you have got any suggestions, please send those suggestions so that a central team can work on it. Wherever we are able to look at that, how we should be able to involve students, how we should be able to make their journey, and the last more exciting, how we should be able to help them in understanding that this is a family. They are most welcome. We need to make that actually happen on the ground. So please send those suggestions that how this convocation can add value and they can take memories of their own institution very positively. So any suggestions you have, please send to us. Then we can sit down and we can look at that how these needs to be addressed. Thank you.
Before I close this, again my request to all of you is the students' progression. Please make sure 100% students' progression details are there. One thing which we are thinking, and I would like to have suggestions from all of you. Dr. Rai and myself were discussing for quite some time. We need a data of 5 years for students' progression for NAC accreditation. So we thought we will recognize our student of last 5 years and we will ask them to register online. We will create a link and where they will upload their document of whether they have gone for the placement where they got or the higher education or started their ventures after leaving the campus. Some have got while they were on the campus, but others were there. So that we can have also the celebration or felicitation of those students, maybe the batch wise, and we will be sending you the communication regarding this and would like to have your suggestion. But we need since the 5 years data of the student, and we would like to organize. Then again, this will be maybe the one day will be only for the higher education. We are doing the felicitation one day for the campus recruits, the placements, or something like that. We are working out. So I seek your suggestion for all of you. With respect to the new format of convocation, at our group vice chancellor was saying that it's very important, and how we give that experience to our not only the passing out students, graduating students, but also to our existing students, that tomorrow when we will graduate, we will also be being a part of such a grand ceremony on our graduation. So involvement of the student becomes very important, but those students need to be trained properly. So my request to all of you, we'll send you a list where all the students are required, and we will have their briefing. Close to convocation, we will have their briefing. If you are responsible for degree distribution ceremony, or if you are responsible for discipline, or if you are responsible for the reception or registration, what is it, your responsibility? And those briefings will also be done, because the student getting this experience of organizing something and managing something or coordinating something, it one side it gets they get the certificate at the end of the day, but the most important, the experience. So while you are selecting the student, please select the student, only those students who are never involved in any indiscipline case. Secondly, the student who work for the institution, which contribute to the institution, identify those students, and students should be very well dressed up. I've seen in some cases the students so well dressed up, good communicator, but then we have seen that the students who are not so good communicator. We need to improve the communication skills of everybody and every student, because at the end of the day, it is one of the very important skill for the employability. And building the confidence in each student is also very important. So look at that, which are the students we need to have when they have the interaction with the outside people, which are the students we should have when they have the interaction only with the internal people. So I'm sure that you will identify the right kind of students. With this, once again, I thank each one of you. It is a great moment for all of us that having the convocation and degree distribution ceremony of our passing out batch. I know that when you see your students coming back to campus for the graduation ceremony, how each one of you, every faculty, PL, HY, feels. Sujata, I think you want to say something. So
Mike.
I can see your excitement even now, Sujata.
So not excited. I just wanted to. I should have said at that time. I forgot. It's just that I think this convocation. There are two very good things that you have said. One is that having it on one day. I think that's an extremely well thought out thing. It's very good. I think everybody, and I think I speak on behalf of all of us that it is a very welcome change. And second thing is the inclusion of the Angavastram. I think that again is a very welcome change, and not only because I think it's everybody's adopting it now in India, and it kind of reflects the Indianness. Apart from that, it kind of takes away a lot of work that is entailed, and our faculty members have to go through it, and I know what they go through. So these are the two very welcome changes that is being brought about this time, and I think I speak on behalf of all of us, and I think everybody appreciates this change.
Another change which is going to happen this time, the size of the academic procession will be the longest, because all HYs, all member of the academic council, all the statutory bodies, they will be part of this thing. So we will have the longest academic procession also this time. So this means that we were earlier inviting the alumni of those respective domains. Now we will be inviting the alumni of all the domains on that day. So the academic procession is going to be really very big. Any other points? So let's, what our Honorable Founder President always says, that every MITN will be a success story. And that I think is only because of the hard work which are made by the faculty, the PLs, their HOIs and others, but the biggest hard work is by the students themselves. The blessings of our Honorable Founder President, Honorable Chancellor, Honorable Chairperson, Madam. And let's this time make a convocation which is class apart from the previous convocation and we set the new trend in the Amity University's history. So thank you very much and wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, ma'am, Honorable Vice Chancellor, ma'am, and Honorable Group Vice Chancellor, sir, for your valuable guidance. Thank you all for attending.